Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The Raptors with a singular focus as they got off the team bus, looking to lock down a valuable. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, and David Aldridge is standing by for our. In the last few years, it sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. And Jason Tatum. His rookie year regular season was good. Then the numbers went up a lot in the playoffs. And then second year, just for whatever reason, his compass was off track.
The thing with him is the free throw attempts. Like if you look at Carmelo and Kevin Durant, some of the better scoring forwards over the years, those first couple of years, they were getting to the line. And with him, he went to the line 3.1 times last year, which is crazy. That's not even one free throw attempt a quarter. Yeah. So he should be in the 8-9 range. He's unstoppable when he goes to the basket. He's got long arms. He can finish with either hand. And for him to settle for 20-footers, which we know is the worst shot in basketball, it's really frustrating. I hope you're listening, Jason.
He is. He's playing. Actually.
He's playing me right now.
Yes,
Jason, if you're playing yourself right now, go to the basket.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry and Powell, the guards. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guard. Made him out there with Jay. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here in Boston, Bill, the place where you received your master's degree in journalism. Talk about the Celtics at that time in the early to mid-90s.
Well, Larry Bird retired, Kevin McHale retired. They knocked the Boston Garden down. We were in the lottery for a bunch of years. It was a terrible decade, Kevin. Thanks for asking.
But still a Boston fan, true and true, right? Huh?
Yeah. Well, I grew up, we were doing well, then we weren't doing well. Now we're doing great again. That's the team of the future.
Oh, you know Walker isn't going to let you get away with that. I mean, hit one on me, I'm coming back at you.
Passes to Siakam. Over in the corner, Gasol. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The drive by Jay and the dunk by Jay.
And one of the things you love about this team, just seeing the bench go wild when Jay makes an incredible play, something that is quite common when he's on the floor.
I think, Greg, easy to see that Jay is a beloved member of this team, and the way his teammates cheer for him, the reactions from the bench are priceless. Denied. Here's Walker. A 14-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. And that one, good. Kyle Lowry, an all-star year after year. But, Bill, his playoff performance historically a little bit more uneven.
And the best thing that happened to him was LeBron leaving the East. And then all of a sudden that narrative changes and he makes the finals and he had some moments. And I think there was a little turnaround for him in the Milwaukee Bucks series last year where there was a fearlessness that he was able to recapture and play with like he would in the regular season. There was a tentative nature to him sometimes in some of his playoff games. In that Bucks series, I felt like he found himself.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Anunoby, and they get it. Trains the 3-pointer.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Again, Shea missing. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. That 3 off the mark. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up.
Toronto, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that one misses.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He scored 22 points and drained a few from downtown. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thanks, David. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
Yeah, well, he made it look easy last time out. I mean, he's in sync from the get-go. We'll see, though, if he can replicate that rhythm tonight.
And, Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooting. Threes are at an all-time high. You know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
You can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And instead of passing and unselfishness, the Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. You just can't, that just can't be your thing as we shoot 53 series on offense. The problem is, you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, and it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that, too.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Semi Ojeleye. Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. On the wing, Shea. That one's good from the corner. Shea's got 8 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Shea passes to Tatum. That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
Both good from the line that time. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed dial.
You have my number. Call me.
You know, Greg, Bill Simmons has worn so many hats as a writer, a podcaster, a broadcaster. Now, it's nice to let him wear one more on our broadcast.
He's been been successful for a reason, Kevin. There's a fearlessness, but also great humor in his perspective.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Gordon Hayward. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Shea really making a difference.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Enes Kanter is out there with Shea, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Here's Gasol. Here's Siakam. Good work there as it goes. Siakam's got 10.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Deflects the pass. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Siakam. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Well, it's yet another thing that Shea gives you, the ability to stretch the floor.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. And stolen by Shea. Here's Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Siakam with it. Here's the teardrop. Feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics value, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good on the triple.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Anunoby passes to Lowry. Shea with the block.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have great timing and body control. Shea showing both.
Here's Ibaka. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Ibaka's got 10.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even
So the Raptors 5 right now. They got Siakam. Davis is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Shea kicks to Hayward. The 17-footer goes down. Hayward's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong.
Lowry against Smart. Lowry passes to Siakam. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
No, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
Back to Lowry. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Shea. Walker in the post. Siakam's there. Shot's good by Walker.
That's a good idea for Walker. Get the D thinking about a jump shot and open up the passing.
Now here's VanVleet. Defense is right there. Here's Gasol. The shot, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Tatum kicks to Shea. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively, just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The throw good. Siakam. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. On deep. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3-pointer. Lowry drills it from outside. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
In the corner, Smart with it. Outside Tatum. There's the dish to Walker. Cantor, the pass to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Shea outside. Boston, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he's just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this. That's one of those buckets that stand out. Nice play by Smart.
Lowry with the ball. Here's Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. first free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
What you love most about Gasol is his passion. I mean, he inspires everyone around him. He competes every night.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Smart up top, covered by Siakam. Tatum kicks to Jay. He dishes it to Smart. Pass to Cameron. Kicks it out to Jay. From the arc. Another miss by Jay.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Fires from the wing. And the Raptors miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's good!
Come on, Kevin. That's how you finish. Loving the big moment. Jay comes through.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Shea.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. And stolen by Tatum. And that's an intentional foul. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears, and an active player on both ends.
And Toronto has possession.
Can't waste any time here.
And you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And you look at stars in this league, not that many went to all 4 years of college. But don't tell that to Che.
Lowry for 3. That shot off. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey man, Shaq here. Nice win for you guys tonight. Talk about any edges you felt you had coming in.
I don't know if we call it an edge, man, but I thought our decision making as a group was really solid tonight. We're making good reads, finding the right moments to cut, delivering passes on time, all essential when the game separated by just a few buckets.
Thought I was watching Golden State, but I was watching you.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For